Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Madeline Monho. I'm a drag queen and a visual artist, and today I am going to be trying the absolute viral sensation, which is the new KVD Good Apple Foundation Balm. And let me tell you, I have been seeing this all over TikTok and I'm so excited to try it out for you guys, so stay tuned to see what I think. So the KVD website does have its own shade finder, which matched me as shade light 004. But when I double checked it on the Sephora shade finder, I got matched as light 010, which is the one that I ended up going for because here in the UK you can only really get this foundation in Boots. And this has been sold out in Boots for the last couple of days. So as soon as I saw light 10 come back into stock, I snapped it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swatch this against my other two foundations that I use regularly and see if the shade match is any good. This is my favourite foundation, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation, and I use this in Fair Beige. But I also have the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Cover Foundation, which I don't mind, and this one is in Natural Rose. So I'm going to swatch those against the KVD foundation. Obviously these are all kind of different formulas, so it's going to be good to see how they compare anyway, but I'm really hoping that the shade matches me so I can actually wear this. So as you can see, this is the Tarte foundation swatch of the shade that I usually use. This is the L'Oreal swatch and this is the KVD swatch, so I'm pretty impressed with how this is looking. Obviously there's subtle differences in all of those shades, but I think this would be the closest shade for me to the ones I already use. So my takeaway here is don't trust the KVD website. Please find your shade on Sephora. It seems like it's much more reliable. I'm just gonna do my beauty routine as I would normally. I have combination skin, like peak combination. Sometimes it's a little bit dry, sometimes it's a little bit oily, not really too much of either. All I've done to my skin today is I've used the ordinary hyaluronic acid after I got out of the shower, followed by the Beauty Bay First Class Moisturiser. And I just have primed my face with the Benefit Professional Primer, just to give this the fairest chance of looking good on my skin and following the routine I usually would. So I've heard that it's very full coverage. Some people like it, some people hate it. So I'm really excited to see what it does on my skin because I honestly have no idea. Okay, let's get right into it. Okay, the shade match looks pretty good. Definitely full coverage. It feels nice on my skin. It feels very, very buttery. Ooh, yeah, okay. Let me blend this out with my beauty blender and I'll be back. So this is no foundation, and this is the KVD Good Apple Foundation. I am so impressed with this, with the shade match, with the coverage. It literally feels like I'm wearing nothing. So I'm gonna do my full face and see how I feel. One thing before I start on my concealer, just while I have only the KVD Good Apple Foundation on my skin, this feels very, very satiny, very, very velvet, and I just want to say, from the way that people were banging on about this being for dry skin, I expected it to be very oily, and I just want to put it out there that for me at the moment it does not feel that oily. I'm gonna do a wear test for you guys, so maybe that'll change, but yeah, so far so good. It feels really, really nice. Okay, so this is my finished look. This is probably also the most low-key that you'll ever see me look on this channel. I'm about to get real up close and personal with you just so you can see the texture of the foundation on my skin. And as I said, I have just done my beauty routine like absolutely as normal, as if I was just going out for a bev with a friend. Like COVID didn't exist and we were back to the real world. But yeah, my first thoughts is that I'm super impressed with this foundation. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels like it doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel like it's clogging my skin up. I think the shade match is great. I only needed to use a tiny little bit. I know that the compact looks kind of small. You know, when you see that you've got like this much product and you pay £29 for it in the UK, you're kind of thinking, is it worth it? But literally I just used like the tiniest amount. Like I just dipped my beauty blender in the top and dabbed it out across my face. So yeah, I'm about to go for a walk with a friend and I'll be checking in periodically to see whether this foundation lasts on my skin. I really hope it does because I like this a lot. This is how the foundation looks in the natural light. I've had it on for about 2 hours now and I've just got back from being on a walk with one of my friends. It looks a little bit textured, but nothing more than I think is usual for a foundation after you've been wearing it like out walking or, you know, doing whatever. It has settled into my frown lines a little bit. So it's settled into this line here and kind of these lines here, maybe a little bit more than I would have liked, but also maybe this is the universe's way of telling me that I should stop frowning. So hey guys, it's 10 p.m. now in England, which means that I've been wearing the KVD Good Apple foundation for about 6 hours now. I've just finished work where I've been wearing my glasses, so I thought that would be a good test to see how oily the foundation got under my glasses, and I think it's done okay. Obviously I have my beauty light on right now, but I've not got any filters and it doesn't look too textured. It's definitely not as oily as everybody made it out to be, not on my skin anyway. And I really didn't think that I was gonna like this. I really didn't. I was so prepared to sanitize this and give it away. I'm so sorry if you're watching this. I don't think I'm gonna be giving this away. I think it did really well, and I would definitely wear this again, especially maybe in summer if I wanted to feel like I wasn't really wearing much makeup. I think this would be really nice. So yeah, it's definitely recommended by me. I would check in just once more tomorrow morning to see if it's made my skin feel any kind of different way or break out any more than it would usually. But I really like this product, so if you're thinking of trying it out, I would definitely go for it. It is the afternoon after I have tried and tested the new KVD Good Apple foundation on my skin, and I said that I would just check in with you guys to see if I'd had any breakouts or rashes or any adverse reaction to wearing this foundation on my face for a full 6 hours instead of my usual foundation, and the answer honestly is no. I've got a few breakouts, but I had those from already before I tested this foundation, so I don't think it's the fault or has been aggravated by using the Good Apple foundation. And I'm just super impressed. Like I said before, I really didn't expect to like this, so this is a bit of a shock for me. But I'm going to check back in a second and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, my final thoughts are these. I really like this foundation. It's a little bit expensive, I think, for what it is. I did say that a little goes a long way, but I'm just going to show you again that the size of the compact is this. I think I would expect a little bit more product for £29, which is what we pay in the UK. I love the fact that the packaging is recyclable. I think it's super sleek. I've seen a few people say that they expected a little bit more from the packaging for the price they pay, and I understand that, but I have so much makeup, and honestly for me less is more, because I know that I can just fit this straight into my drawer and it not be a problem. Whereas if it was in some huge fancy compact, then, you know, I'd have to essentially make a special place for it, which is annoying. It's nowhere near as oily as I had been led to believe that it was. Again, I have combination skin. I don't have dry skin. I don't have particularly oily skin. But really it worked so well for me. I wouldn't have even known that it was supposed to be oily had I not been told. I definitely like it more than my L'Oreal foundation, but this is just great, like a great drugstore foundation. I don't really wear this a lot, but you know, it's cheap and cheerful, and yeah, the KVD one definitely trumps this one. But so far I don't actually like it more than my Tarte one. I love this foundation. My best friend's mom gifted this to me because she didn't like it, and I was just like, why? It's so good. However, this I believe has been discontinued, and I think they've changed the formula in the one they replaced it with, so I need a replacement for this. Maybe the KVD one could be my replacement, I don't know. Regardless, I do want to test the KVD foundation a little bit more before I make any final judgments on it. I'm gonna test it in drag next week because I've never used any kind of balm foundation over my eyebrows. I've currently got my Tarte one on over my glued eyebrows because I know that one just works so well. But because this one is a balm and you kind of have to pull it across your skin a little bit more than you would with a more liquid foundation, I'm curious to see how it lasts up over glue, or whether it will just completely almost dissolve the glue and make my eyebrows go weird. So I'll be testing that next week. If you want to see me test this in any other ways, if you want me to do a wear test for a full day rather than 6 hours, if you want me to test this at work, I'm hopefully going to be testing it maybe at a gig when we're allowed to have gigs in the UK again. But yeah, for now, I really like it. And if you're thinking of buying it, I think you should test it out. And you know what? If you end up not liking it, you can sanitize it and it would make a fantastic gift, because I'm sure there are people in your life who would want to use this. Before I go, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you can like my page on Facebook if you so desire. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of me trying products so you don't have to. So if there's anything new or exciting that you want to see, please leave me a comment below and maybe that'll be the next thing that I test out. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helped you decide whether or not you want to buy the Good Apple foundation balm. Again, I do think it's a good purchase. I'm interested to see what you guys think if you do buy it. Let me know and keep in touch, and thank you for watching. Bye.